Hey guys, we're gonna make Dutch pancakes. Dutch pancakes are very yummy, and you can basically put anything on top of it, whatever you like. The whole trick about making Dutch pancakes is that you make sure that the pan is really hot before you pour it in. I'm gonna already put bacon on it. Okay, so the bacon is in the pan. I'm going to prepare the pancakes now. I'm gonna use this one because it's just so much faster. Um, I'm gonna pour around, I'm not gonna make too much because the little one is really the one that craves this today. I'm not gonna eat much of it. Well, I need a little more milk. Basically half a liter. And you can do 1 or 2 eggs. I start with one. So I personally really like putting some cinnamon on it as well for the taste. And then let's split this. So the trick is this, don't make it too thick. It needs to be fluid enough, but not too fluidy, you know? I'm gonna wait for the bacon to be ready. In the meantime, let me ask the little one who's making a beautiful drawing. Can I show your drawing? Can I show it? Look, so we're gonna enter a new month. We're gonna enter March. This was February. Look, it was the love month. And now it's going to be March. Ta-da! It's springtime, right? So that looks amazing, sweetheart. Amazing. I'm gonna start with the first pancake. I know for sure that the pan is gonna be hot enough. So you can put the stove a little bit softer. So I always use butter. And then the trick is this. So you want to have it spread out evenly. Usually the first one is not pretty. Usually the first one is not perfect, but that's why it's so important to have a preheated pan. And then it kind of looks like this. And you don't want to make it too thick. Actually, I prefer it not too thick. Forgot to cut some of the onions. So let me do that quick because while the dough is still raw, it's perfect moment to add all the toppings because then it won't get sticky, you know? So yesterday was a pretty, I don't want to say chaotic day, but it was let's just say I didn't have time to use my home setup to make my recording for yesterday's episode. And so when the little one had his soccer practice, I was like, you know what? Let me bring my DJI, my outdoor studio kit, and record. And so I did that. And then when I got home and he went to bed later, I wanted to, work on it because I've never done that before. I retrieved the data. It took forever to get it on my computer. So I was like, it's not even that long. I probably shot it at such a high resolution that it took forever to download. Long story short, I don't know what I did with the settings, but I ended up not being able to use it. First, I was like, well, I can just drop it as it is, right? But there was like these cracks in the video. There was sound issues. The image would freeze. It was horrible. And so I didn't post it. So yesterday I did not have a video. So today I'm going to make two. That's why I was like, we have to eat anyway. Let me make you guys a video about how to make Dutch pancakes. And at the same time, I want to make something for today. So the episode that I created yesterday, just gonna do it over. I'm just gonna create it again. But in that moment, I was like, how hard can it be? And I grabbed it, but it is a real camera, and I haven't used a real camera for ages. I've used my iPhone and this amazing setup that I have here. I have a whole episode about that, but I never really used a camera since I think 10 years ago. So I don't really know exactly how it works, and I need to really dive into that. So in the meantime, I'm doing the wash as well. Not sure if you can hear it. I can hear it. It's very loud, but luckily, I think with Riverside, I can remove background noise, so you probably won't hear it, but this thing is loud. So in case it's loud and you don't hear me, I'm sorry. I feel like I have to yell. I'm a master plan. Look at this baby. This is just perfection. It smells so good. Dutch pancakes are the best when you eat them right when they get out of the pan. So I'm gonna ask P now, what do you want, baby? You want to have powdered sugar, or do you want to have honey?
Butter.
Okay. A little bit of both. And voila, up for the next. Here you go, baby. Oh my God, look at this beauty. Okay, so the next one, he wants some cheese. So I have some Parmesan cheese. This one is with cheese. Ta-da! Okay, he wants to have everything right now. So I'm gonna put some onion. When I baked the bacon, I didn't bake it through because I knew it was gonna go back in the pan. And then the cheese I will do at the end. Do you want more? Really? You're not full already? So I flip it and then I add the cheese. I know it doesn't make sense because it makes more sense to have it on top. And the reason why I didn't put the cheese on top at the first row is because then it gets sticky, right? And I don't want it to get burned. But I really do want the onions to get that yumminess. And that happens when you flip it. So long story short, that's why I right now opt to just pour the cheese over it on the back, basically. But it goes in the belly anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I put it all on top of each other or have both sides covered. I just made that up, by the way. Usually I don't do that. Okay, so this is the cheese. And this is what it looks like with the onion and the bacon. Okay, can you make space for Mama? 1, 2. Perfect. Okay, so the final one is in. You can make around 6 pancakes. You know, mind you, they're big, so you can make around 6 with the amounts that I gave you guys. And yeah, let me clean up and get going. So the little one already ate. Now it's mommy's turn. Usually we eat together. Oh my God. It smells really good too. To be honest, my favorite is with apples. So if you try it, let me know, okay? I will make sure to leave the recipe in the description. See you tomorrow.